Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel. It's been a bit longer than we expected. We filmed the last video, so the whip parade, like on the second day of the year or something like that. It was
very
really
early
early in the year, and then it took me a while to get it out and edited and everything, and yeah, we've not filmed since then.
We have a good excuse.
We do have a good excuse. Do you want to tell them what the excuse is?
Oh, you should.
I've moved some sensitive information out, but we're having a baby. I feel really weird like telling people, like it's not my strong suit, is it? Explaining, like announcing, I should say.
There we go, explaining.
So yeah, we are having a baby.
And you have been racked with the first trimester, haven't you, bless you?
I have. So that's why the videos kind of in December started stopping, because I was really nauseous and not doing well, like with fatigue, and
then everyone got norovirus.
So that was really horrendous. I was pregnant and had norovirus, and it was like nightmare.
It was a whole thing, wasn't it?
Especially with the emetophobia, it was like I'm now panicky and ill for like this other reason. And
you were going through it.
I was, and then it was my birthday and I was still ill, not from norovirus. I'm doing better this week.
You're a lot better.
The
this
last
is your best week, I'd say.
like, I think I've got on top of it, so that's really good. With Bella, when who's, if you haven't seen us before, she's our older child.
You can say that now.
We can say that now. I had HG, so I was
constant
throughout.
Weren't you?
This one doesn't feel like that so far. It's feeling a bit better now, which is like, I'm so grateful for it, because it's just the worst. But yeah, that's our exciting news. So we haven't been stitching a whole lot because I've been exhausted, headaches, ill,
tired,
sleeping. Like it's been
an experience.
But I'm starting to come out the other end now, so I am getting on with stuff, as you will see. Everything is like from the last week, or like before I got really ill.
You did have a good spate this last week though, haven't you? I know you posted on Instagram that you got, how many you done in one day?
Like 2,500, 2,695.
Good day for you, wasn't it?
It was a good day for me. So yeah, that's our exciting news. We are a long way off yet. Like at the end of summer.
We're hitting 12 weeks tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because we thought we were further on than we were, but when we went for the scan,
they put us back a week.
Like,
the same thing happened with Bella. We should have expected it, but and we do have a Disney trip coming up in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we will find out the sex of the baby before.
That would be good.
Because I just want to buy like cute clothes, and a lot of the clothes are like very either boy or girl. We've bought a lot of boy clothes for Bella. Yeah. So it doesn't really impact, like if we don't know before we go, we're still gonna buy a load of clothes, but it's exciting.
It's very exciting.
I feel like I can breathe now, because
I'm like, let it out.
The last couple of videos we filmed, obviously we knew, and I was saying things like, we don't have any retreats coming up, but I'm hoping there'll be like some time to stitch, and I'm thinking when the baby like is here,
whenever the baby's asleep.
Yeah, when the baby's asleep and Bella's like at a club or
asleep
doing stuff, like then we'll have time. But yeah, exciting.
It is exciting, yeah.
I feel like we should put that up behind us, but I don't want it. It's got like my name and
where.
I don't mind you guys knowing my name on my birthday, but it's like where we're having the baby. Yeah. So I don't want to have that in there. So
it might have said like so just be careful of that, because it says on the front.
I think I flipped it like that. It does say on the front now, so
just be careful.
If it's edited a bit funny, that's why. Stitching seems kind of like a bit flat now, but
one of them started off too strong.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Exciting. We thought like 100%, we don't know what it is yet, but we thought definitely a boy.
Yeah.
Both of us, don't know why. Nothing said.
Everyone we told.
Everyone was like, this one's a boy, this one's a boy. But then we got the scan and I'm like, the scan looks like a girl to me. Obviously, it's too
how can
early.
you tell anything?
It just looks like Bella.
There we are.
We will tell like a little funny story at the end about what happened at the scan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Right. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 projects to show you. It's not many, but they are all Gecko Rouge because this year I am doing Year of Gecko Rouge.
Year of Red.
Year of Red. Oh, right, okay. I will say as well, it was my birthday on the 10th of January. Thank you to everyone who sent me a happy birthday. We got some comments on the last video and I had a couple of messages, so it was very kind. And people who like have me on Facebook, post as well. So thank you very much. I've not spoken to you since then, so if you wish me happy birthday, I appreciate it. For my birthday, my some members of my family got me some Gecko Rouge vouchers.
Yeah.
So there is one. Can I look it up on your phone because we're filming on mine?
Yeah, sure. Let me just...
If you just go on Gecko Rouge's website and search farm, it'll come up. There is a Gecko Rouge kit that I really, really want to buy. I don't have enough like in the vouchers to buy it outright, but like I'm saving to pay for the rest of it. It's so cute and I want to stitch it for like Bella and the baby eventually will be sharing a room and I want to stitch it for what their bedroom will be at that point. So I'm not like in a rush. But isn't this just like so perfect? Hang on.
Waiting for it to load.
How cute. Sorry, I'm covering your face.
Oh, that's fine.
How cute is that? So cute. It's very like family friendly. And it just reminds me, there used to be a TV show called Funky Farm that I used to watch. Rye doesn't really remember it, but I do. It reminds me of that. And I think that's perfect for like a kid's bedroom. So I really want to buy that as a treat to myself. We weren't sure how to announce it. And I was like, what if we just don't announce it?
And we're just like, surprise!
And when it comes, but then I was getting ready to film. We've not told the family yet. I need to tell them before we put this video out because I don't want anyone...
Or just send them a link to the video.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Like, I have a family member who like just had a baby. So we were kind of waiting...
Yeah, because don't want to take away from that, do you?
Absolutely not. That was like our main thing of like, we didn't tell anyone over Christmas or anything. Well, we told your parents, but...
Yeah. But the boy's not going to get back from that.
No, because we're like waiting it out. So yeah. It's exciting.
It is.
But I really want to stitch that piece. I think it's so cute and it's perfect. When I was pregnant with Bella, that's when I got back into stitching. I'm just talking about babies now. It's when I got back into stitching because I stitched a lot when I was a kid, and I don't know where the hobby came from because nobody in my family stitches.
Yeah, it just kind of like happened one day.
I remember I was really into magazines as a kid, and the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine had like really cool. They don't make it anymore, but it had really cool designs in, so I used to get those. And I had, Bella's craft box upstairs.
Yeah.
That used to be my stitching box. So it had threads in it and fabric, and I used to, like when I had after school care because like my mum was working, I used to take the box with me and I'd like stitch
just bang out some stitching.
Yeah, and I was the only person I knew who did it. And I would like try and get other people to do it and stuff as well. I wasn't just like, no, this is my stuff, no one else is allowed. But like, yeah, I don't know where it came from. I was just like, that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't know at what point I stopped, and then when I got pregnant with Bella, I stitched a Winnie the Pooh piece.
The one that's in her room.
And because I had like a week of not working and I was in college at the time, and I finished a week, like I got my stuff done a week early, and in that week I had nothing to do. You weren't at home, like I had literally nothing to do.
I was working at the time, wasn't I?
So
I am now, but different job.
Yeah. We know when you're working now, but at the time
it was week to week, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I just started stitching again, and I stitched the Winnie the Pooh piece in a week. It needs like a wash because it was in a wooden frame, and the stain from the wood
affected
the
thing
so it just needs a wash. But Bella's got that in her room, and she's had it in her room since I did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because when she was in with us, it was hung up in our room for a while as well, wasn't it?
So yeah, I'm like, I really want to stitch something dedicated for the baby. And then it's like, you see all these things and it's like, oh, that's such a pretty like pattern, or it's such a beautiful kit, but I'm doing a Year of Gecko Rouge, so it needs to be a Gecko Rouge. And
did this one to yourself?
None of the ones that I have anyway are really like scream baby to me.
So you can't exactly give the baby I suppose you could give them Wonderful World map.
That's not getting done for the baby.
Not with that attitude.
That's not. There's no way. But the farm one, it's not huge. I want to. So basically, I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna buy that at some point. Let's move on to actual stitching because we're 10 minutes in and we've not showed
it, not a job.
any stitching yet. This piece was a restart.
Well,
I put lights up because we got lights in the Gecko Ho 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 this year.
You can't see them, can
you? You can't really see them now, but look when I put this up.
Oh, there you go.
You can see them through the fabric. So
hold on,
Thanks, Rai. This is Bohemia, and I know it doesn't look like Bohemia. It's really not showing up on camera, but it looks so real, like silky.
It looks like there's more of a gradient on there than it does on camera.
On camera, it just looks like a pink blob. You really can't see it very well on camera, but it looks nice in person.
It does.
Hang on. I'd only got to about 2% on Bohemia, and I was like, let me just, because I really want to stitch it on this fabric, and I started this because I've got this fabric in a 40 count, and I also have it in a 58 count. So 56 count. So I started stitching it on the 56 count over one, hated it, had to stop. And then the other day I was like, but I really want to stitch it on that fabric so I don't have to stitch the background. So, because in my opinion, if I can cut out a background, I get to stitch more of different projects,
as it were.
So I restarted this on a 40 count, and without the background, so the background takes up like about 16% of the whole piece, so I'm already cutting it down massively. Oh, I don't have an actual stitch count because I highlighted all the background and everything as well, but hang on. Vietnamizing. Bella's really into geodes and like minerals and rocks at the minute, so I ordered her a little out of breath.
Not rocks, Marie.
I can't like keep this a secret. I was like, maybe we just don't tell anyone. This isn't a secret.
Winded from going to the door.
I know. So with this piece, hang on, this is what I was going to do. I was going to unhighlight that and then zoom out so you can't see any of the pattern. Look, see, you can see it a bit better there.
While advertising your new tablet.
There is a gradient. I got a new tablet. My old tablet stopped holding the battery like life. Like it charged.
It was really good.
And then suddenly it just dropped. And I don't know if it's because I used it too much, or I don't know if I was using the wrong charge on it, but even if it charged like 70%, 2 hours later it would be run out of battery. So I was like,
which is weird considering when we first got it how good it was. It's like you could leave it for days.
I think it must be the charger I was using.
You just upset
but then
the battery.
It just wasn't like, yeah, I don't know. But I got myself a new tablet because the next size up basically was in the sale, like in time for my birthday. So I got a new stitching tablet, and it's bigger than my last one, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah, you can see the pinks better on camera, not on camera, on the screen than you can on this. Like on here, in person, you can see that really nicely. It's the little sash that goes around.
It's like a really clear gradient in person, isn't it? I think it's just.
The only problem is I've definitely made a mistake and I don't know where it is. So I'm hoping at some point I can fudge it and it's not too noticeable.
Most things
I've been
can be
holding it
fudged.
Upside down.
Oh,
sorry,
dear.
That's the way around it's supposed to go.
And now everyone's suddenly in the comments like, it is a sash.
Of course it is. But yeah, it's going to be really cute. And I like doing it on this fabric, and I'm enjoying working on a 40 count, doing it over one, because it blends so nicely. Like, this is the problem. The gradient and slash blends too well. That's why you can't see it.
What a nice problem to have.
I know. Right.
The gradient blends too well.
Too well. Next one. Somebody finished this in the Gecko Rouge Facebook group, and it looks so good. And I was stitching on this, and then I think I went over to Bohemia, and then I didn't go back to this, and I'm like regretting it because I wanted to get this done before the end of January. I stitched this while we watched Beauty and the Beast over Christmas. Not over Christmas, over January. Yeah, it was definitely in January. It's so pretty. This was the Ho 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 from last year, so you won't be able to buy this one now. But I love it. It's so cute. This one would be a good, like, to have up around Christmas, in the kids' room, in the, what's it called? The stairway.
Yeah.
Like, on the hall. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
We've got a big wall going down where the stairs are.
With nothing on it.
That would look nice on
Barring a
there.
thermostat.
But I feel like the polar bear has a Christmas hat on.
I think they do.
So it might have to be a seasonal piece. I like it a lot. I think it's really cute. The bird, the
Robin?
Yeah, the colours that I was gonna say. I was a bit like on the mock-up. I was like, I can't work out how these colours are gonna look, but they look so pretty. Really make it look like individual feathers in the wings. I really like it. I'm stitching this on a 25 count. You alright?
Yeah, I was just looking. I couldn't see because how you had your arms.
Sorry, hun.
That's alright.
I'm stitching this on a 25 count, 2 over 1/2 cross. So that's how I do my stitching on 28 count as well. Why? Oh no!
Oh, did you not import your progress?
No, I didn't import my progress.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to figure out how much I've done. What my other tablet as well. When I was in the middle of dropping everything over, it's got like AirDrop, but for
Android.
Lenovo. Yeah. It stopped. So I managed to get all of the charts over, and then I was importing all of the progress over, and it just stopped. And I was like, "What do you mean you can't find the tablet? You were doing it 2 seconds ago." So that's why I don't have the progress for this.
Let it fall now.
Did I post a pic? Can you have a check on Instagram, please? I think I might have posted a picture of it. I'm hoping that I did, but maybe I didn't, because I was working on it.
Gone on the wrong account. I saw cross stitch and I just immediately.
No, next one. Oh, it's not the updated one. So the last I updated this on Instagram, it was on 1043 stitches. Sorry. I've definitely done more than that now. I can't remember how far into this I was. That's so annoying. Right, I am bringing back. I used to have a notebook that I kept all of the information in, like a physical one. And I think the problem is I'm on my phone while I'm doing other things. So I'll like watch a video while I'm stitching, or like I'm texting, or I'm on a game or something while I'm stitching. Like
The Office at the minute.
like it's the Office
like
game.
the idle ones.
Yeah, so I don't actually have to be touching it while it's working, and I can just do it now and then. So I think I forget. Oh, I need to update Notion, or it gets to a certain point because I stitch really late at night, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it in the morning, and then I never do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back the physical notebook.
The tome.
Yeah. Because otherwise I just forget. And then it gets to like filming day and I'm like, well, my progress isn't on Pattern Keeper. And we're stuck. So I think I got about a third of the way into it. A half? No, not a half. A quarter to a third, I would say.
Think about that.
Because the polar bear takes up a lot of stitching.
It's a big bear.
But I'm really happy with how it's coming along. I'd like to get that finished this year. I will get it finished this year.
The way you go with them.
If I get like into the right headspace, I can get it done within a couple of days. But it's just getting distracted.
Into that headspace as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get into that headspace, and then the next day be like, "Oh, I'm distracted now. I want to do another project."
Something else.
What if I start a new one, or what if I start an old one again? This. Does anyone recognise? I have something that Rye doesn't know about this piece to tell you all.
Oh my goodness, that I don't know.
This is Shelf Life with some parked threads in at the minute.
I knew that part so far.
Everywhere.
I'm with you.
And I've restarted.
Oh my goodness.
There is a random thread in the middle of
That'll happen.
everything.
It's part of the
Where's
fun.
the restart?
No idea. When did you restart this? Did you restart it on the same fabric?
Here it is. Which way around does this one go? Here we
No
go.
idea.
Here we go.
We'll get there.
Here is my restart in the bottom left-hand corner. That will be a Christmas pudding house thing. But I was doing it 20 by 20 diagonal lines both ways, so it makes like the little diamonds or like triangles. I really like it. You can see I was filling in the triangles, and then I went through and was starting to fill in the bottom ones. However, I may stop this one.
We're not going to have a third restart,
No, it's not a restart. Stop, because I was trying to basically, like, I really want to do this one with parked threads because that's how I get most progress in on it. Because I'd done that up here, and then for some reason I was like, no, I'm not going to do parked threads anymore. But then it's just overwhelming and there's too many choices of colours and I don't know where to stitch, and so it never gets picked up again. So I restarted it and I was like, I'm just going to do all parked threads, like, in the bottom, and this was the other thing, I was going to quarter it and do just the bottom, because it's got, like, basically this shape in the pattern, so it'd be so easy to quarter it and frame it as 4 separate pieces. But then I was like, what if I just carry on at the top as I have been? I just hit myself in the face.
Bless you.
But do it with parked threads. So then go back to the pattern keeper file that's got this version, because I started a new one. Put the lines in so that I can see the thingies. The
quarters?
No, the triangles. And just park my threads. And just do it like that, because you can see, like, I've got, like, leftover parked threads, so it won't be that hard to do. And I just think I might get some more progress in, and then I'm not giving up on this whole huge section that I have done, because I don't know if you can tell, how many stitches does that look like I've done?
It looks like a lot, but I wouldn't want to put a number on it.
That's 11,000.
That is a lot.
Up here. I don't really want to give up on 11,000 stitches.
You wouldn't, would you? It's quite a lot.
In the restart at the bottom, I'd done 1,159. So that tells you how quick I was able to get the bottom bit done. I've just seen myself. I look really tired on camera. I'm really sorry.
Get some caffeine.
I know. I can't really.
Have a cup of tea. That'll work.
Yeah. So I might go back and do that. Because then, actually, where I've started this at the bottom won't impact on where this one will end up, and then I'll just stitch it all on one piece, and it's going to be huge. But it's going to be huge.
That's going to be part of it, though, isn't it?
I'm gonna have,
it was huge.
I know. I was just thinking, when I go to, like, a retreat next year, we don't have any plan, but when we get to a retreat, do I want 4 pieces to take of shelf life, or do I just want one?
One would be best, wouldn't it?
I think I'd rather just have one huge, annoyingly large piece than 4 pretty large.
Yeah, still significantly big.
Yeah, because they're like 200 and something thousand. It's it's 1 million stitches total. Well, 1,800,000.
So it's like
250,000.
200, yeah.
Yeah, each if I quartered it.
Sorry,
so let me know what you think. I don't really want to give up on this bit at the top, because it's like...
It's a lot of progress to give up on.
Yeah, and it's not like I was stitching in a different way. It's still like 1/1 half cross. That's got a knot in it there. I can feel it.
Oh, goodness. Let's not dig too deeply, just in case.
But I think I might just start doing the parking again up here. It'll take, like, a bit of faffing, because it is the most annoying part of doing parking is getting all the threads set up. Like, the first couple of ones that you do, it's like, oh, you're joking. So I will, I think, go back and start again, but not start again. Go back to the original. This is actually the second, but go back to this one and carry on with this rather than keep going with the bottom bit. Let me know what you think. If you were me, would you quarter it and do 4 smaller projects and keep going with this? Or would you do one huge project and keep going with this, but go back to parking? Because the both options have parking in. Because that's, for me, this piece will not get done unless I park.
You park.
I hate to admit it, because I don't love parking on every piece, but this one, it works for me. Because otherwise there's too much choice in my brain. Just goes, do this one, do this one, do this one. And that's where I get like, oh, there's too much choice and I don't want to choose, and that's when I stop working on a project.
Shelved.
Exactly, and I don't want to shelf life. Again.
Yet.
I want to get work done on that this year. And are we ready for the last piece for this year?
Ever.
No, not
2025, done.
No, not for this year. Just the last piece I've worked on so far this year, I think. No, that's a lie. I did some work on Little Gamer, but I thought it was with this stuff, but it must be upstairs. It wasn't much work. a tiny little bit of progress on that. So I'll show you that next video. Ta-da! This is Guardians of...
Fudge.
Can you pull it back a bit? Because it's...
Which way do you want me?
Yeah,
Like
there.
that?
Yeah. This is Guardians of Fuji. I did... Hang on, I'm really proud of this. So I just lay it flat. I'm just going to hold this bit up. I did... Can you hold the top? And I'll... This whole sunbeam bit, part of this, I'm trying to remember now, part of this part over here. I think I did that dark blue bit after that yellow bit before the sun. I did this part of the mountain, I did this swirly bit of water down here, I did some of the fox. I did a lot basically.
Done a lot, haven't you?
So the other day I think I did 2,695 stitches on Saturday, and I know that sounds like a huge number, and when I posted it on Instagram I was like, I'm so proud of myself for this.
Whoa.
But what actually like went into it was I worked on it when Bella was in ballet, and I got about 500 stitches done. We were there for about an hour. I got that done in the morning, and then we came home, we had some food, you know, we were playing with bells and whatever, did a bit more stitching through the day. So a lot of my day was spent stitching. And then we went out and we had a game night, and I didn't stitch. No, I stitched while we were waiting for food to come, and then we played, and we had food, and then we played a game, and I didn't stitch anymore after that.
You stitched a bit when we got home?
I don't remember.
I think you did, because that's when I started playing that really difficult game. And
There
I
we
was
go,
like,
I stitched a little bit when we got home.
I was grumbling in the corner.
Oh, that's the only reason. I had like a full stitchy day, and I kept saying to Rai, like, thank you, because I've not felt up to stitching recently, so to be able to have a day of like
where you could just
solidly progressing on stuff, it was so nice, because I start to feel a bit like sad that I'm like, oh, like I've missed my projects and I'm not getting any progress in, and then when I come back to it I'm like, oh, I should have had more stuff done on this and I haven't, and then it's really hard to get back into it. So it was just really nice to have a day of like not having to worry about anything else, so thank you. He's been like,
I'm a great husband. Every
night he's like, once Bella's in bed and we're all like set up for the evening, he's like, do you want to do some stitching? And I'm like, I don't really feel up to it, but this last week I've started feeling good again, so hopefully that stays. Everyone please just like positive thoughts, because I need to not have what happened last time happen again. I can't handle that.
Bless you.
Yeah. And yeah, I did another like 500 and something stitches on this yesterday, so that puts me at a total of thank you,
you're welcome,
31,402 stitches, which is 30.77%. So
putting up some big numbers there, aren't you? Tired?
This one's going to be finished this year. I'm really tired.
Me too.
I think I want to work on Wednesday at some point. The thought of her is stressing me out a bit.
Is it a bit
but
daunting?
She needs to be done this year. I'm in a stitch along. I'm in a few hang on, okay.
Multiple.
In January, several people have reached out to me about stitch alongs. I'm in a stitch along for Wednesday, in which I need to get Wednesday done this year. Me and someone on Instagram, I believe it's Shell Sweet Creations on Instagram. Can you just check that? Because I got tagged in a post.
Yeah, give me a sec.
If it's not, give me a sec, because Ryan's logged into my Instagram to help me out in events like this where I'm not on my phone.
Hold on.
Ryan's just found a really cool
tattoo. Sorry. Distracted.
It'll be in that one. Yeah, Shell Sweet Creations on Instagram tagged me in a picture of her Wednesday, which I hope you don't mind me showing you this. Look how good that looks. Mine needs to get work done, because this is the thing, when I see it like that I'm like, oh, it needs work.
Do you need any more on this?
Yeah, so I challenge you, Jess, if you're up for it, we can sell together and finish Wednesday by December 31st. So I said, what did I say in the comments? Where I can't find the comments.
I'm all thumbs.
Oh wow, I'm so up for this. There's some great motivation. Your Wednesday's looking fantastic, because I was like, oh man, yours looks
You
so
get this
cool,
done.
and I want to stitch on mine. Mine is on 33,807 stitches. Does that one say the percentage? So they're on 37.47 and I'm on 29.33. So I've got some catching up to do. But mine's more like like I've done a bit of everywhere.
A bit here and there.
And it's less uniform than Shell's. It looks so good. I want to stitch on Wednesday now that I've seen it. I'm also in a group called on Instagram called #GetYourGecko_out, which I really like. And that one is for the bee. I'm gonna pull up my mock-up.
Is that the Lorna Lane one?
Yeah, because I don't think I have. I really like this piece as well, and I don't know whether the goal is to finish for this year or if we're just all working on the bee at the same time. I cannot remember. It will stay in the group. So I am starting the bee this year on 5,546 stitches, which is 8.52%. That's just what I got finished from last year. That's what it looks like at the minute. I didn't bring it down because I forgot that I was going to talk about the cells that I'm in. It looks so good. Oh, this is a problem with Gecko Rouge kits. They all look so good and I forget about them till I see them, and then I'm like,
you're just like, I want to do them all immediately right
yeah,
now.
like I'm like now like this afternoon, what can I get away with stitching on? I don't know whether to keep working on Guardians of Fuji because I'm not gonna lie, right? The top half pretty easy to, because like these are like 2 or 3 colours in these huge blocks, so it's like really easy to get progress in. But down here is so much like, not confetti, as in like
You swap more though.
you swap up colours a lot more. It's not shelf life. Shelf life's heavy on the confetti. It's not that. It's just more colour changes in the top, like you said, right? You're right. So I don't know whether to keep going with that because I'm getting a bit frustrated with the amount of like, I like to get big areas done fast so that I can fill in the little more confetti areas like and it's easier to see where they go without having to count. Like all of this is blank and I don't want to have to count up here, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of...
I like to block things in and then I can work around. So I don't know whether to carry on with this or swap over to another piece. Now that I'm like seeing everyone else's stitching on it and stuff, I don't know whether to swap. We'll see. We'll figure it out. What are you working on this week?
I'm going to do some of my Stew Shepherd. I'm going to bite the bullet and do the big one. But will admit, I haven't done it as much because I had a New Year's resolution to read more books, read more classics. Which you have
been doing.
And I've been reading every day. I've got to make sure I update my Fable streak. I missed one day and it completely reset my streak. I was mad about that. But I've now got over 2 weeks on reading, so...
That's really good. I suggested to Rye's a 18 count king, 16 or 18 count king.
If that's the title you want to give me.
Yeah, that's the, like I would say I'm a 28 count girly.
You're not a queenie or anything?
No, I'm a girly.
Just a girly.
Just a girly. Majority of my full coverages will be on a 28 count. It's just what I like to do. I think it goes fast. I can see the holes really clearly. Rye struggles to see those. I want him to have a go on a 25 count.
I think I already tried that though, didn't I?
You did, but it was before you like got more into stitching. It was like one of your first projects, and I think now you like, because you started on 14 and you were like, this I can see, and then you went to 16 and then you went to 18. So I think you could, in theory, try a 25 count again.
Got to dig out the magnifiers.
But it'll get easier the more you work on it. But basically, I think Rye would find he goes faster and has more visible progress on the
higher
count because you could do tent / like half cross, which is what I do, and it's how I get so many stitches done in a day.
So you like zoom them along,
exactly.
Basically.
It's like fast tracking them because you only do half of a full stitch, half cross. So I suggested to Rye, because you are making progress on the haunted house piece, but it's not like you've not done like 11,000 stitches on it.
No,
so I suggested that he tries on a 25 count, seeing what he thinks, if he can see on it, because if you can see on it, then you'll get your progress in on it,
and then
it'll be faster. So it might be a little bit harder, but you'll see results faster. So I suggested that.
Yeah.
So it's up to you whether you work
I'll
on
give
that
it a
this
try.
week or wait.
Do we
and
have any
see.
25 count that'll fit that piece though?
No, but we can get you some.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and get some sorted.
Yeah, we can get you some. I've got 28 count, but I don't
Whoa.
think you'll. Can you see? Like, hold that up.
I can sort of see the holes, but it's a lot smaller than I'm like
Used to.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
So I would I would have to get like the magnifying glasses out.
20. That's a 25 count.
The blue.
The blue one,
Okay.
but it might have shrunk a bit, so it might be closer to a 28 than a true 25 because of hand dyed fabrics and stuff.
Yeah.
I bought some hand dyed fabric from Coffee Craft Fabrics this week, but it hasn't been sent out yet. I'm not in a rush. I'm just saying I don't have it to show you. Coffee Craft Fabrics did also announce they're doing their return to A Year in the Woods as not a sal, kind of a sal. You can buy the fabric and the charts through them and they will send them out and stuff. And I'm like definitely signing up.
Gonna be doing that.
When we get paid this week, I'm like signing up.
Sliding the money over.
Well, I'm kind of like I don't want to sign up too early because you've got to pay a deposit, but then it starts in I want to say June or July. So I'm going to be waiting a while and I'll probably forget about it and I want to kind of wait to sign up, but then I don't want to wait too long and miss it.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, I really want to get that Gecko Rouge piece to stitch for baby. So I want to get that as soon as possible so I can start stitching. But then it's like, which one do I prioritise spending money on?
Exactly, yeah.
This is the problem.
So your priorities.
There is also, I do have like, I've been going through and like looking at all of the Gecko Rouge pieces and I've got about 5. I had more than 5. I had to like cut it down a bit because I was going a bit crazy. Then I was like, I am buying this. You
had a big basket.
This year, this is what I would like to get from Gecko Rouge, and it is a basket and a half. It's enormous, mainly because of one kit.
Yeah.
If I took the one huge piece out, which I did ask a question about that on my Instagram, so you will know which piece it is if you follow me over there. I found the answer in a Facebook comment. It's fine. But there's a Kate Brazier I want, and there's a Lorna Lane I want, and there's the one that you want.
I don't remember the name of the artist.
There's like loads of different ones, and I'm like, this year at some point, first kit I'm getting from Gecko Rouge will be the farm piece, and then I'm not sure what else.
Sarah Bowersock, yeah. The picture wasn't loading, so I just took a punt on that. But it was the Captain Spaulding piece by Sarah Bowersock.
Stock. Is it? I don't know why I thought there was a T in it.
No, I'm doubting myself now. Taking a while to load. Yeah, Bowersock. I'll not put a picture on just because it's a bit
scary.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
But if you want to look it up, it's Captain Spaulding on the Gecko Rouge website. I
can't remember what the farm one's called, but you saw it earlier. I showed you. If you search farm on Gecko Rouge, if you like
that was the first one that came up when I looked
it's the only
at farm.
one, I think. Yeah. So should we tell them what happened at the baby scan?
Yeah, go
on. We're done talking about stitching.
I thought it was about to sneeze then. I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry.
We're done talking about stitching now. So if you're just here for stitching, thank you very much for watching. And I'm going to tell you a funny story about what happened at the baby scan. So we went in and we were like a little bit late going in.
Yeah, we just
we were on time. They run a bit late.
Yeah.
So we get in and we're all like chatting to the person, the sonographer.
Yeah, sonographer.
And the baby was like looking directly at the thing, so you could just see these eyes and like the shape of the head, and it was like, oh my goodness, that it's cute, a little bit terrifying. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, the baby is not moving. Like, sorry, the baby is moving. The baby is on the wrong side, and we need to move it.
Not.
And we need to.
I said she then. I must obviously think.
Yeah.
But the baby is not moving to where we need.
We need the baby to be in a different position. So they made me. I was like laying down. Obviously, they made me like stick my hips in the air and just wiggle around. And then I lay back down, and she put the thing back on.
Like straight away,
and you could just see the baby like
It was just floating around.
It was so cute.
It was like it's on a stormy sea.
Yeah, and then I think it must have gone back to the wrong position or something, because then I had to like turn on my side and like do all these other things, and I just kept being like, I'm so sorry, and she was like, oh, it's part of the job, don't worry. But I felt bad because I'm like, I feel like I should be able to do something, but
Well,
I
you
couldn't.
did. You wiggled.
I did. But yeah,
Got up and shook.
It was different to Bella's, because Bella's, I think I said to Ryan, I was looking more at him and his reaction. My mum was there last time.
Only allowed one adult at a time.
Yeah, but we're only allowed one person now. And this time I was just looking at the screen. I think I looked at you a couple of times, but not as much as last time. So yeah, it was just funny.
It was.
It was funny. She managed to squeeze us in for like an early scan for the next one, because we're actually meant to be away on holiday for 20 weeks. I think we actually might have been back right around 20 weeks.
I think it was just over, yeah.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, we were hoping to know before we went to Florida, and she was like, let me see what I can do. And she like came out and talked to the receptionist and everything, and then she was coming back and she went to Rye, and Rye was like, so yeah.
I think it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were like 11 weeks instead of, we thought we were nearly 13.
11 weeks in a couple of days, weren't we?
Yeah, so we were back like a week and a half to what we thought, but everything looks okay from what we can tell. Obviously the baby was in a bad position, but
I mean, after the baby moved, she said there's no cause for concern.
No, looks all right.
Healthy.
Yeah, it was just funny seeing the front view, and then she was like pushing so hard, and I was like, ugh. But yeah, it was good.
So you're about tired? Yeah. I've been sleeping well recently because where our bedroom is right at the front of the house, and we live on quite a long street.
There's a lot of cars going up and down in the night.
Yeah, but because it's a long straight street with like only one bump, a lot of them just go as fast as they can, and it's a lot of like loud engines and loud exhaust, isn't it?
Bella's also been having bad dreams, she says. I don't think she really is having them quite as often as she says, but she ends up coming in with us, or like we hear her up and about. She's awake in the night, so it's like every night we're like, oh, is Bella gonna come in again?
You have to question. It's like 3 a.m. She's coming in.
Is that Bella? Is she up? Or is it the dog moving?
Or what's going on? Someone broke into the house, maybe?
Don't know.
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't think we have. I'll show you what we took this to Rose's parents on Christmas, and Bella didn't know when we told Rose's parents. So we were like, keep it a secret. Don't tell her. So we got this. It says born in 2025 at the bottom. It's got a little dummy
clip.
That's cute.
Full of surprises, isn't it?
And then we got, I love this. I want one of these for me. Little onesie.
Yeah, I had one of them, didn't you?
I did. I don't think it would fit me now. For all the family, adults and kid sizes available.
Yeah, that was before Christmas though.
Yeah, but I bet I can find some.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't remember what size this was, but yeah, I was like, this is so cute. So we had like that, and there was another little vest. It's very like neutral colours. We did well there. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad the news is out, because I'm horrendous at keeping secrets, and I just keep wanting to say something about it.
It's gonna be that big.
It's gonna be smaller than that.
It's very hard to like force support the head on something that's got like it's all flop. There we go.
So yeah.
There we go.
News is out.
Woo!
We're gonna be a family of 4. We were leaving the house and I was like, we're gonna be parents of 2.
Yeah.
We have no names. Before anyone asks, no name ideas. We've had like, we talk about them, but there's none where like that's
nothing's
the name.
Stuck, yeah.
Like Bella, we named her after a song. Her name's not Bella. It's a shortened version.
Yeah.
Nickname. Bella's a nickname of her actual name. She is named after a song. But I was like, oh, I really want to name the next one after a song, but there's not many songs with like, there's not many songs with boys' names in, but there's not many with like more feminine names in that
feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So if anyone has any name suggestions, let us know. I have none. No ideas.
I mean, I think like you said, we've had a few that like feel like they could be contenders,
Yeah.
but none that have been
I
right.
think we've got like middle names sorted.
Most important part.
Well, no, I'm just like,
No, I know.
they need to go with that, and
Yeah.
none of the names we're suggesting really go well with those middle names.
You're right there.
Yeah, just try. We are very excited.
Yes, we are.
But it's not going to be for a long time, so please don't expect like next week to be like, baby, there's nothing going on. That's a lie. You can see a bump, but
it's not
obvious. If I wear a big t-shirt, you can't see it.
Don't expect anything for a few months then.
Yeah, end of summer, hopefully. I just can't believe, like, it's not sunk in yet. I think it sunk in more when we went to the scan.
The scan, yeah.
Before that, it didn't feel like anything was happening. I felt ill, but like, you know,
I get you.
I'm just like,
yeah,
this isn't real. I think about it quite a lot now. It's exciting.
It is.
Bella's really excited. She is looking forward to being a big sister, I think.
She's been saying that.
Yeah, she has. But she keeps like getting nervous because obviously she's not done it before. So she's like, what if I don't know how to be a sister? And I'm like, you will.
You're having like
You are
existential
fine.
crisis.
Don't worry about
You're
it.
5.
Yeah, you will be okay. I promise.
If we can do it, you can.
Yeah, you're all right, hun. So she's all right. She's looking forward to it. She's really excited. She keeps turning around and like stroking me on the belly or like asking me about the baby. How big's the baby this week? How big's the baby today? And I'm like, oh, Belle, we went back a week. We thought we were a week bigger than we were. She's excited. She's like,
excited.
When's the baby coming? Or like when we go to Disney, she's like, what rides are you excited for? But you can't do because you're too pregnant. And I'm like, that's one way of putting it. Well, thanks. She's right. I can't do a lot of them, but didn't need to say it like that. I feel like I'm just talking now because I'm excited that we can talk about it. We've not told like
not many
anyone
people,
really. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. I think we're done.
I think you just want to get back to stitching now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm looking at the bee thinking I kind of want to stitch on that this afternoon.
To get that sorted for you then.
Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing. You might see a baby at the end of summer.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, if you've got any name ideas, let me know. Because
yeah,
we're up for any names at the minute. It's not like we want anything specific.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think about the farm piece. If you know Gecko Rouge pieces, can anyone think of any others that would be good as well? Because the only problem with the farm pieces is a lot of dark, and I'm like, oh, it's a lot of dark stitching. But
unless you did on dark fabric,
I think it's the piece. Well, yeah, I could do. It's the piece that screams like this would be perfect in a baby room to me. But if anyone can think of anything else, let me know. The Lorna Lane pieces would be good because they're very bright.
Yeah.
So maybe one of them. I've done a Lorna Lane unicorn for Bella, so that one might work. And then you could have matching pieces, but
that would be good.
I think it depends. Yeah. I think that's about everything. Hopefully next week I'll have some fabric to show you. Hopefully we film next week. I need to try and remember because my memory is terrible at the minute.
All over the place at the minute, isn't it?
I'm going to aim for 10,000 stitches this week, but I don't know what on. So you'll see next week what they're on. We'll see about what you stitch on.
Yeah.
I think...
So if we get some 25 count, and I'll try that maybe.
Yeah, I think it would be good if you could get some on your... the Terramango little house that you were doing. That would be really nice to get that done. I'd like to get my other Terramango piece... I was going to say Gecko Rouge then. Done before Halloween, but I've got plenty of time for that.
Oh yeah, you've got.
I also need to start thinking about plain stitching. I'm not going for a while yet, but I like to be. Yeah, I know, but I like to be prepared so that I know what I need to pack. Because also, I don't want to work on a project for like 2 weeks and then take it on holiday because I'll get bored of it.
Yeah, you need. So you usually take a couple, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to think of a couple of different things. And they're going to have to be gecko pieces, which I'm not complaining about. I'll get good progress in on the plane. But I need to have a think. I kind of want to stitch that lantern now. Hang on. I was like, oh, we're done talking about stitching. Surprise stitching talk at the end. I want to stitch this piece now. I'm going to stitch it on the same piece as... it in here. Possibly, but it might be under something.
Yeah, and we have to move the chairs.
Yeah. I stitched the jack-o'-lantern on a piece of fabric and I kind of want to stitch that one on it. The same one. I think it would look good.
It would look good, yeah.
So yeah, let me know what you're stitching on this week and we will see you next week. Yeah?
Yeah.